it's me, Terry of the Yarn Joy Podcast. Welcome to Vlogmas 2023, day number 2. Okay, so yesterday I unwrapped my first scrap ball from the swap that I'm doing with Taralynn, and I will link her YouTube channel down below in the description box so you can be following along as she unwraps the packages that I have sent to her. And so I decided on I decided on a scrap blanket pattern, so I did that. But based on the size of the scrap balls that Taralynn so generously sent me, I decided to do more than one project, okay? So here is day 1's scrap ball, and I decided to use a main color of black, okay? And so there it is. And so what I decided to do is the Modern Granny, which is a rectangular blanket. It's a block stitch pattern, and the Crochet Crowd has a tutorial on it, and then also a link to the written pattern as well. So I will link down below in the description box the Crochet Crowd's on their website where they're talking about it, where the tutorial is, plus in that page is the link to the written pattern as well. Okay, and so that's what I decided to make. Okay, but the yarn ball, I had yarn left over because I decided I would do 2 rounds of the color and then 1 round of the main color, which is black, and then I'll just alternate that. Okay, and so I had yarn left over, and so what I decided to do, because I was thinking that if I put there's 31 yarn balls that Taralynn sent me, and so what I decided to do is, because I was thinking if I used all of the yarn balls that the blanket will turn out really large. And so I was talking to Taralynn, I messaged her, and I said, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put half of them into one blanket along with my main color, and then the other half I will make another blanket, and I believe it will be a lapgan size blanket. At least that's what I'm hoping. And so that way I will have 2 blankets, and also I'll tell you what I'm doing with the rest of it in just a minute. So yeah, I think that'll be good. And Taralynn and I both like to make blankets and donate them to different charities and things, and so I think that's what we will be doing with the blankets that we're making. So anyway, there you go. So now, like I said, I had yarn left over. I was thinking, you know, I should have done 3 rounds of that color and then do the black, but I don't know why I just did 2 rounds. So I guess I'll stick with that. So with the yarn that I had left over, had a good size amount still, so I decided to do granny squares. And so I'm going to just do granny squares with whatever leftover yarn I have. I know that my balls, the bigger the blanket will get, the smaller the ball will be that I have left over to make granny squares. So I thought, well, I'm going to just start with 4 round granny squares. I didn't want to have to weave in a whole bunch of ends, and so I thought, well, I'll do 2 rounds per color, okay? And then at the end, I'm going to do an additional round of a main color, maybe white, you know, some main color, and then do a join as you go, you know, to join them together in that last round. So that's what I did. I used the rest of this burnt orange color that was in the swap package, and I did 2 of them where I started with that as the center color, so 2 rounds, and then this was just I have a little container, several little containers that have small scrap balls in them, and so I just picked a color and finished off the rounds 3 and 4 with a different color. Okay, so I've got this one where I started that one in the center, 2 rounds, okay, and then this one, it was just a scrap ball I picked, you know, out of my container, and then I did 2 squares where the orange was on the outside, the outer 2 rounds, okay. So I was able to get 4 squares also using that yarn, and I only had just a little bit left over, not enough to do anything with, so I just used up the yarn. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that, and that way I will have a granny square blanket besides some lap gans, you know, made also. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And so in today's scrap ball that I'm going to be unwrapping, I will just add it onto here, 2 rounds, and then another round of my black, my main color, and then I will make granny squares with the leftovers. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick the scrap ball for today. Okay, here's my big box right here. So I'm gonna balance it on my ironing board there. Put my hand in, dig under there underneath, and I'm gonna pick out a color. Okay, let's see what it is. Okay, so today's color will be, I just love these drawstring bags. Ooh, isn't that pretty? So it's another kind of an orange, but it's a different orange. Wow, this is going to have like a Halloween theme in the middle of this blanket, looks like. So that is the next color I'm going to be using, this beautiful, bright, cheery, goldy orange. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'll use 2 rounds that I will put on here, and then the rest of it I will use until I use it up, and I will be making 4 round granny squares, and I will just pick, you know, pick other colors out of my little scrap ball containers to, you know, do the 4 rounds. 2 rounds of one color, 2 rounds of a different color. Okay, so that is what I'm going to be doing for today. Yay. And then let's see, yesterday I started the Jigsaw puzzle advent, so let me show you that. That was the puzzle that was in box number 1, and there is my, I hope there's not a glare on the picture there, see? So there is the day number 1 that I did. So next, that means on to box number 2. I'll pull that out of the box. Here is box number 2. So I will be putting this puzzle together, and then it will attach, I believe, on this side, and it'll attach right to this piece. And then I'll show you, I'll have 2 of them put together to show you for tomorrow. Now I'm just using this. This is a, ooh, almost broke it. Almost broke it. I'm going to be using this. This is just a light pad that I am using because it's convenient to do just a little square at my desk. And so I'll be using this, and to put it together, I'll bring it in here, and then I will transfer it over onto the puzzle board. Okay. Okay. So there is the jigsaw puzzle. And then let's see what else. The chocolate for today. Let me open that. Door number 2 is right here. And it is, oh, it's a Christmas wreath. Okay, I thought from the back side, because it's round, I thought, oh, maybe it's an ornament. But no, it is a, you can see it? It's a wreath, a Christmas wreath. I don't know if you can see it, kind of. Okay, so that is my little piece of chocolate. And I just had my lunch, so that's a nice little sweet treat for dessert after my lunch. Okay, and then let's see. Yeah, so that's all the things I had to open for you. Yesterday, we did have tostadas for dinner, and enjoyed that. I ate another one for lunch a while ago because we had leftovers. So what am I going to be doing for today? Well, I'm going to be putting all these items, putting the yarn into my blanket. Oh, and the Christmas movie that I watched yesterday was indeed Miracle on 34th Street, the 1947 version. And I did find it on Prime, and so that's actually where I showed, that's where I watched it, and that's the one that I linked in yesterday's videos. I put the link where I found it, okay, where I was finding it. In that video. And so I tried to watch it on Hulu. It said it was on Hulu, but for some reason my Hulu wasn't working for some reason. And so anyway, I found it on Prime. I watched it on Prime. Okay, so I watched that when I was putting in my blanket, doing my projects, and then in the puzzle. And then, after you watch a movie, a lot of times then another movie will start, like something suggested. And the movie that started playing after I got finished watching Miracle on 34th Street was The Quiet Man, which is it's one of my favorite movies. In fact, I think it's my favorite John Wayne movie. It is not a cowboy movie. And I just really love it. I love John Wayne. I love Maureen O'Hara. Yeah. So I thought, oh, that's coming on. I'm going to watch that. Oh, and Barry Fitzgerald is in it, which I love that character actor. He's so funny. He's the one that reminded me of another movie, and that's the movie I'm going to watch today. It is Going My Way, and it has Barry Fitzgerald in it and Bing Crosby. And, you know, I don't know if it's necessarily a Christmas movie. When I think of Christmas, I think of that movie and The Bells of St. Mary's, which I will probably watch tomorrow because the character that Bing Crosby plays in Going My Way is the same character that he plays in Bells of St. Mary's. They kind of go together. And so, I don't know. I always think of those as movies to watch during Christmas time, although I don't even know. Well, yeah, Bells of St. Mary's does have a part of it that is during Christmas. Yeah. So, but I don't think, I'm trying to think of Going My Way does. I know there's a turkey in it, so maybe, I don't know. But anyway, so I'm going to be watching Going My Way tonight. I will link it down below in the description box if you like old classic movies and black and white movies, and, you know, if you want to watch it along with me, that's what I'm going to be watching and doing my projects. Okay, so I'm going to be watching that probably this afternoon because then this evening we are having a tree trimming party here. I thought that would be a good way to get my Christmas tree put up. So my son and daughter-in-law and grandbaby are coming over, as well as my younger son and his girlfriend, and we're just going to get together, and I'm going to order pizza. So that's what's for dinner. I know, not healthy, but I'm going to order pizza and we are going to put the Christmas tree up tonight. We are going to have a good time this evening, I think. It's going to be fun, and I'm going to enjoy that. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So, yeah, I think that's it. I do want to let you know that I finished the Mo of Change blanket. If you've been watching my Crafting with Friends video, I finished it because I ran out of yarn. And so I finished it. And so I will be showing you, you know, this next week during Crafting with Friends. I'll show it then. And then, of course, again, the next day on my Yarn Joy podcast regular episode. But I'm so happy to be finished with that project. And so I can't wait to show it to you for, you know, show that to you. Okay, I think that is it. I'm looking. I think that's all. So, everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful day and a wonderful start to the month of December. And, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow in the next Vlogmas video, and I'll show you my progress on these little projects. And yeah, I hope you're everybody's doing well. And we will see you tomorrow. Come back tomorrow and we'll have another visit. So we'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Bye.